Welcome back to Nerd Thug Radio. I'm the Captain Joey Savage.
Cory DLG.
And I'm Colt Baldridge.
And our good buddy Austin is hanging around with us for a little bit longer to do the weekly top three, which that means we're halfway through the show, Cory.
Uh-oh.
Means it's time for the weekly top three.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Wait, I was promised something different this time.
Yeah, we're done.
That was so... Thank you for that.
I said you wanted something different.
You promised me something during the break that you couldn't deliver on. I think is what happened.
You yelled at me and said I couldn't do that.
No, I said
it was
you
totally against the laws of physics. I just couldn't do it.
Okay.
I couldn't do it.
That's fair. You have performance issues. I understand.
No, not that.
Whatever you have to look.
PG show. It's a PG show, right?
Whatever you got to tell
We're
yourself.
not getting political.
Cory totes that line constantly, I see.
Weekly top three, Cory. This was your idea in honor of our good friend catching up on some Rick and Morty. So
yeah,
spin it.
So the idea here is travelers. So we've already kind of done some other Rick and Morty themed things, but I wanted to kind of embrace the nerdiness of Rick and Morty. So I incorporated everything. I said, hey, any like time travels or dimensional traveling or space traveling, any of these of the sort, we're calling them all travelers. This is our weekly top three of travelers. So it's like Kobe Bryant count or Michael Jordan? There's no traveling in the league, man.
Okay.
They don't call that.
Colt, you in? You got some stuff?
I think I have an honorable mention.
Okay, go for it.
So, thanks to talking on this show, I actually went and started
That's my number
Orville.
one. Oh, you watched Orville?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's really better.
Right.
It's better than I thought it'd be. It really departs from like the Seth MacFarlane style and pacing of humor that you see in something like Family Guy or American Dad. Right. And it's not quite like some of the movies that he's done in the past. It's just like it's something different, and in a way, it kind of lives up to the spirit of Star Trek of them going out and doing different. Oh, not really a ripoff. It's a really good adaptation.
Straight up ripoff.
I think the characters, most of the characters are pretty well written and they're rounded to have their own personalities. I mean, Seth MacFarlane plays Seth MacFarlane, but overall, it's a really good show.
I think the issue that we've had in the big debate of ripoff or not ripoff is the idea is because it's so heavily based from. How could it not be a ripoff? But they definitely are kind of going on their own direction. Have you caught any of the Orville?
I have not.
So Seth MacFarlane's new show, and
I know about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
you've seen the promos. From the commercials,
I haven't gotten to watch any of
From the commercials, what do you feel like you're seeing? Like they're trying to make a Star Trek ripoff from the commercials.
I think ripoff might be a bit of a stretch, but kind of
like it's at least based on.
Yeah. Yes.
Clearly
it's based on that.
Right. And that's sort of even Angry Zach has said that that the commercials are clearly based on it. But he doesn't think the show is. He thinks the show...
He's an idiot. He can't hear me.
Right, he thinks he's made his own version. He thinks that they've made their own show. But kind of, I think the unanimous...
And he's not going to listen to this because he's on a Disney cruise.
That's true. So I think the unanimous decision is that they've definitely borrowed heavily and are doing their own thing with those elements.
All right, Cory, what's your number three?
Am I first here?
Well,
I'll go first.
He went.
Okay, that's true. All right, as long as we let someone else go first, so they're the worst. Right. That's fair. So I actually...
Now the worst goes first, Cory.
I actually broke my
They're trying to keep me down.
I broke my own rules here.
Oh, did you?
And I actually stayed earthbound with my top three.
You're an idiot.
I know. Wow. But there's
Conan the Barbarian.
No. First of all, he's not from. So anyway, these are some really great travelers.
Jesus Christ.
Third being Mad Max.
Good choice.
Okay.
Good choice.
Mad Max, the traveling man, drives. What are you aiming?
I mean, it's not space travel or interdimensional travel.
I get it.
Time travel.
I think he came up with that rule just to break it.
Right.
Well, yeah. That's
my number one. My number three is Carmen Sandiego.
No,
she's a traveler.
That's not on my list. Anyway, so Mad Max is my first one. He's done a lot of crazy. The movies have all been very kind of different if you watch them. Right. The first one is actually kind of a dramatic. They think they're fighting over water. It turns out there is none. The second one, Tina Turner runs the Thunderdome and is looking for a blood champion to win her a bunch of free
blood
apocalypse junk, and so Mad Max is her greatest warrior in the wastelands. And then the third one, he finds this tribe of children who have been watching a airline safety video for the past 30 years,
that one.
And like he looks like the guy in the video, so they think he's God.
That's awesome.
And he's going to fix their airplane and make them fly.
That is great. Oh, Mad Max.
And so, like, I love the whole post-apocalypse thing, like the Fallout games and all that. That kind of that leather and diesel kind of feel that they have.
So he just travels the wasteland.
Travels the wasteland. Okay. Just looking for trouble. Also, the remake was really good, too. Did you see?
That was really good.
It was a really intense movie,
I really enjoyed that remake.
There wasn't a lot of talking. Like, it's like that movie is just about, like, hey, someone's going to die.
My favorite part of that remake was that the guy playing guitar. Like, swinging back and forth, like that was his only job. He was playing guitar. That was it.
As they he's were a famous people. Musician, and then also that's all real. He's holding like a 75-pound flame.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
But that's
great stuff.
It is, man. It's pretty crazy. They didn't do a lot of CG with this. They wanted to do as much as humanly possible, and they got some people hurt. And that's when the studio was like, "Why don't you try some CG? Have you considered not getting everyone
purging
killed?
each other?"
Right. Also, they didn't want to go back and finish shooting it because it was like it needed a couple things.
Right.
Like when they were airing it internally, they're like, it's missing something. But it was really a pain in the butt to get Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron and everybody back together.
One more time. Expensive.
To go back to the desert.
Well, that's why you're the worst going first, because he's not really a traveler.
Oh, all right.
All right, Austin, cool. what's your number 3?
First off, I had a very hard time with this. I had minor anxiety trying to come up with this list.
Like, I love this.
I love lists. Every time we bring someone on to do a top 3 with us,
that's the first thing they say. They're not nervous about talking about their own stuff or being really like, oh my God, I have to make a list of 3. Like, I can only do 3. Like, everyone freaks out. It's awesome.
True.
I love looking at people's lists of things. So, like, trying to come up with them, I'm just, I don't know.
All right. Okay.
But I kind of went, I didn't go for quite the obvious, like, the Rick and Morty's and stuff like that.
Right, okay.
I tried not to go to the obvious.
Are we basically as a team just saying honorable mention Rick and Morty?
Yes.
Clearly.
Okay.
Clearly.
Okay.
Okay, so my number 3 is actually a childhood memory.
All right.
Alf.
Brian Stevenson in Little Monsters.
That's my number 1. Just kidding. It's not.
There's no way. There's no way.
There's no way on your list, man. No way.
Half the people here never even seen. Have you ever seen Little Monsters?
Yes.
With Fred Savage? Or
and he gets like.
Yes, my cousin
and
Fred.
Howie Mandel.
Is that the one where he gets trapped like in Monster World or almost?
Yeah. Where you slide under the bed, like you travel into Monster World. And slide in. Oh my God.
So good.
That shaped my childhood. Possibly. It's probably made me who I am.
Is that why you have a waterbed that was bolted to the ground? Like
I am not going to the bed.
Yeah. You notice how my bed there was no under my bed.
That's right.
I'm not going under there.
That's right.
There was not one.
It's not going to me. It's not happening to me.
So
Fred Savage.
That's my number 3.
I like that. It's funny that you went. You know what? Like it kind of leaves a weird feeling. The idea. You're right, because like at the end of the movie, it's a feel good movie, and then the one guy stays behind. You're like, oh, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
But like, it is a weird movie to think like, yeah, you're right. Dimensional travel under your bed.
Under your bed. With
under your bed. Monsters.
Back when Fred Savage was a straight savage.
Fred Savage was in a lot of. He had his whole moment there.
Yeah.
Like, he was in everything.
Old cousin Savage.
What would you do if sang out to?
Keep going.
Man, I love the Wonder Years, man.
That actually was not as bad as I thought it was going to be when you first started.
He's not bad. He's not bad when he starts singing.
We got a Texas country album coming out at some point.
2020.
2020. Stay tuned. Now that we've made a TV show at this point, like, I need another thing. So I'll just make an album.
I need another project.
I'll just deal with Chris. I'll hit that guitar. We'll just get on it.
He'll play guitar. You'll sing.
There it is.
Let me play like a milk. I'll play a milk crate.
No, you'll play the washboard.
The washboard.
Oh my God. I want
dumpsters.
Like if you're gonna play
trash cans and a washboard,
you have to stop naming things to bang. Like if you're going to play the washboard, I will make a jig song.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
I
can already picture the music video, and it's just you and a washboard.
I can do a jig.
Like going into public places.
I'd do it.
Can I just point out I'm amazed at how easily you two get sidetracked.
That's the beauty of the show.
Absolutely amazed.
That's the beauty of the show.
All right.
That's why we don't script anything except for the top 3. My number 3 is.
So we have to have the timer up.
Yeah.
That's why.
My number 3, because we'll go for like an hour.
Oh God.
My number 3 is Star-Lord himself, Peter Quill.
Okay. Man,
Space traveler.
How cool do you think his childhood was? I know, like, he kept getting threatened with being eaten and beaten, but it's hanging out with a biker gang, like, as a kid in space.
A space biker gang.
Like, that's gotta be a pretty cool gig.
Up. And then he just travels entire space, just like hooking up with all kinds of weird alien chicks.
What is it he says with the whole time? You who lay with a Solarian. He's like, it was one time.
like the first movie, like just him in the comics is great too.
Right.
Most people are gonna know him from the movie, but the first one where he's doing all this thing, all of a sudden he doesn't even remember the
girl
down
pops
there.
up.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's like, where'd you come from?
kind of forgot you were down there.
Oh, Peter Quill.
That's a good one. That is a good
Yeah,
one.
I like Peter Quill. I mean, and he has his own team, his own squad that follows him around.
All right, he's got it pretty good.
Yeah, he's got it going on.
All right, so number 2, we're gonna get to this pretty quick. It's sad Bruce Banner from the '70s Hulk show.
Okay.
He didn't even have a car, but he like walked all across America, hitchhiking to the sad piano
So
music.
none of your travelers
I told you,
are
none
time
of them.
travelers?
No, they're all travelers.
Space travelers?
They're all travelers.
Oh,
You're an
goodness.
idiot.
They're
Nolan boy.
Hey, do you have something you can add to this in the next minute to make up for his lack of traveling?
So wait,
So is number 1 Michael Jordan?
no
He traveled all the time?
Again, they don't call
You
traveling
know what?
in the league.
I do have a space traveler.
Yeah, cut him off.
It's the space traveler from the Darren Aronofsky movie, The Fountain.
And you regret this already.
And I do. All right,
Back to me.
Back to the Hulk.
Thank you, Colt.
Is that Luke Frigno?
So Bruce Banner was not considered a manly enough name at the time, so they named him David Banner.
Yeah.
And David
Then he
Banner
became a rapper, so they had to go
right.
back to
So they
Bruce.
had to go back
Yeah.
to Bruce. So David Banner's literally just hitchhiking across the countryside to sad piano music. At the end of every episode of the Hulk, if you recall,
Yes.
every time he leaves, it's always like da da da
Yeah.
da. That's Jurassic Park, but it's the same thing. Like it's just sad music as he's like hitchhiking down the uncomfortable desert highway. Like there's no way it was ever fun. Like how did he not just die out there in the desert?
Because he's the Hulk.
But David Banner makes it all the way across the United States looking for a cure to Hulkism in a 70s sitcom, show, where he would trade places with Lou Ferrigno. Like, how is that not one of just like the greatest? Like, if someone came to you in a show and they're like, hey, we're going to swap you with Lou Ferrigno every time you get mad.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in.
Sure.
I don't even need the rest of the plot. Like, whatever, man.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
You're going to pay me to do that? Sure,
Yeah.
why not?
Give me sad piano music. I'll be happy.
All right, let's get happy and get out, and we'll come back. We'll get into some real travelers. Me and Austin take over. You're listening to Nerd Thug Radio.